Hi guys, and welcome to the second video in the series of how to play Star Wars Legion. Like all the videos in this playlist, this is not a advanced how to play tactics or anything like that. This is the core fundamentals of each individual army. So in the first video we covered the coordinatability between the B1 battle droids and the like. That basic ability can be used on units such as the Empire Shore Troopers or some Rebel Troopers as well, which have that basic ability. But for today, we're looking at the actual Clone Troopers. Now, their special thing is actually really, really cool. So I've played with a good friend of mine a good 5, maybe 6, perhaps even a couple of more games with the Clone Troopers, and while I am not the greatest, I now have a solid understanding of what I can actually do with them. So, what I've done, I've set up a skirmish table, which I've preloaded in the Star Wars Legion mod here on Tabletop Simulator. And all I've picked out for the clones is Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I've got Clone Commander X, 2 units of the Phase 2 Clone Troopers, and a unit of the Phase 1 Clone Troopers. Over here, I've got 2 units of B1 battle droids with a special guy here. In this one, with the red gun, the E5C. There's one there, and another one there. Everybody else is just a usual battle droid, no one cares. 2 droidicas, T-Series battle droid over here, and the big man himself, Darth Maul. So, I'm going to keep things short, sweet, simple. Let's assume, for the sake of the video, that the Clone Troopers go first. So, grab all that, and here we are. We will pull out push. Okay, so on this card, you can see it can tell us to use 2 units. So, we bring it over, and we'll pull out. I've already preloaded these out, but through the command cards, you can get different things. So 2 units will get Rex. Now on Rex's card, as you can see, when I get it properly, there we are. Has Gunslinger, so he can shoot twice at 2 different targets. He can scout ahead in the game, get up to 2 units, friendly trooper units to move up to range 1, sorry, because of scout 1, but the range of his ability is 2. Reduces cover by 1, and gets a free aim, I believe, when he moves. So we'll give him a face support token for that. Let's flip that. So that's Rex. And then for the sake of the video, we will go with let's go with these guys here, the Phase 2 troopers here. Now, they're not anything particularly fancy, just regular Phase 2 troopers with a Z6 rotary cannon here at the front. This is Unit 3. And for the CISP droids, for the sake of the video, put out this, pick up to 3. Now, it doesn't particularly matter, because what we can do is grab all that. So this is something I wanted to talk about. So we have 3 units. So we go Commander, which is you. Then we go Operative, which is you. And then we go Support, which is you. Now, during this phase, you can activate any stuff like this. So, with the T-Series tactical droid, here on this card, it has direct a droid trooper unit. So the command phase, which this currently is, you may issue an order to a friendly droid trooper unit at range 1 to 2. So he will issue an order to them and to them. which would be that and that. Now, the coordinate ability, as a quick mention, in the last video I did explain it could be bounced onto the droidekas, I do believe. Droid trooper, no, because they're a vehicle. Now, because droid trooper, in this particular case, Darth Maul is not a droid trooper. He is a normal trooper. He says, "Yep, normal trooper." As you can see, when I get the card right, there under his icon. So he can't have the coordinate ability passed to him by the droids. So he has to wait for his own face-up token to be handed to him, like previously. So, keeping things sweet, we will go with the Rex. So, Rex being Rex, he is absolutely fantastic. So, his card shows he has range 3 with his, not range 2, with his dual DC 17 hand blasters. So, where he is puts him as a range, because range 1, range 2. So, what we can do is we can go and aim and a dodge. And that's it. Because, this is a really cool bit, when in this case, the droids go and do their thing. So, let's say, for discussion's sake, it is this unit here. Because they've been given a face-up order token, they get to ignore their first special ability, rule called AI attack. So their first action must be an attack if they basically haven't been given a face-up order token. Now, because they have been given a face-up order token, they can do whatever they want. So, because their range on their E5 blaster rifle is range 3, we are within range of the clone troopers, and well, we range for everybody technically, except no, everyone's in range. I do lie. So what we can do, we don't need to move, so we'll aim, and then let's go and shoot these guys here. Now, let's assume, for discussion's sake, that many shots hit and a couple of them pass, like pass their one for Bellward armor save. If you're coming from a Games Workshop sort of background, you know what that is. If you're coming into the hobby brand new, or you're not sure what 40k is or anything like that, it's a roll of a dice to determine if your model has taken a wound or has died or something of that nature. So, because let's say one guy would one wound gets past these sandbags, and rather than going, well, you know what, I don't want to take the chance of losing a clone trooper, because Rex is hanging out nearby. I will spend, or rather, correction, I will move the dodge token from Rex to this unit here, because he is within range 1 of this unit, and then this unit will spend said dodge token. It's as simple as that, and that only works between clone troopers. So, if I go and grab another dodge token over here, and if I then go done, so if I went and said, well, these guys will attack Obi-Wan Kenobi, even though Obi-Wan Kenobi is within range 1 of Rex, because Obi-Wan Kenobi is not a clone trooper, he's not able to take the dodge token and then spend it, because Obi-Wan Kenobi is a trooper, not clone trooper. And that's literally it. So, The other thing with a dodge token, or rather aim token, is that, same as before, so we'll end that, flip, fine. So we'll grab these guys. So because they got a phase support token, at the start of the activation, they gain 1 surge token. There are ways to improve that or add more, such as aggressive tactics and whatnot, which is an upgrade card for many characters. So they get a surge token. Now this is really important for clones, as they are a elite army. Every clone model that you lose, you will notice. So what they can do is they can also take an aim token for their first action, because the surge token there is free. And they can then take aim at, let's say, these guys here. So they roll all their dice, and they can spend their surge to make the shots hit. To count the surges, 1 surge into a hit. And then they can, if there's any blanks, they can re-roll one of those with an aim from their own aim token, and then they can borrow the aim. They can take the aim token off Rex and use it themselves, because Rex has an aim token and he's a clone trooper, passing it onto a clone trooper. That's literally the bottom line. And end. Now, the thing I should point out is, unlike the coordinate ability that is for the droids, you also have some limitations with the clone troopers. So let's grab that there. So let's say, for discussion's sake, we have this squad with a 1 second, cough. I'm recording, Mom. Give me back. So 3, 2, 1. So let's say, for discussion's sake, this trooper here has a dodge token and a aim token. Note that standby tokens can't be passed along. Yeah. So then let's say, for discussion's sake, these guys haven't done anything, so they can now do their thing. So they'll take the aim token and the surge like before. The phase 1 troopers don't get the surge token, as it's not on their special ability. So while they can still get the tokens from Rex, because they're not within range 1 of the phase 1 troopers, they can't claim the aim and dodge token, because they are not within range 1, and they don't pass along, so they can't claim the tokens from in this case Unit 5, which is the phase 1 troopers, via passing it over to Unit 4, then to Unit 3. That's a coordinate ability that the droids have for the phase 4 tokens, not the clones, and nothing to do with these, so they can't do it. It has to be within range 1 of a unit like this. And that's literally how that ability works. Standby tokens used to be allowed, but there was a FAQ errata of some description like that, which banned it. Actually, rather removed it, it's a better word. So clone players can't use that another Now, Fire Order, which you guys would have seen, or Fire Support, is when another friendly unit performs a ranged attack. If you have a face-up order token, each mini in your unit may add an eligible weapon to the attack pool. If you do, flip your order token face down. Limit 1 fire support per attack pool. So, let's say Rex has handed out a command card that allows him and 2 others, or You know what? Let's make it 3 others. So I think there's a code for 3, but definitely for 2. So surge, 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 and surge on these, on that. So clone. Oh crap. Bye bye. So this unit will fire at them, and then part of this will be the phase 1 troopers, because I put in a DC-15. Now, I personally like the DC-15 because A, longer range, and B, 2 red dice are really cool, and the fact that I can get if I get at least 1 surge, I can change that up to a critical hit, which will be really nice because the unit is, while it's not in cover, the reality is that if there's enough models killed, then the unit will count as in cover. So I'd rather try and do something about that cover if possible. So how it would work is I put all the dice into the dice pool. So we have 6 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 4 in there. Yeah, so we got 4 black dice and 6 white dice. So I'll quickly come over here. 2, 3, 4, 6. That's from the phase 2 squad. And then, because we're literally adding in the fire support special rule from the phase 1s, we get another 4 black dice and 2 red. So we get 2 more and 2 red. So it's literally the entire dice pool. So then we go and flip. So we can then now go shoot. But that's a bit of a odd thing. So we got the 1 surge, which will then count as a crit, which is not that. And then we can pull all those out of the way, and that one, and that one. And because we have a name token here, and then we can steal 1 off Rex. These guys don't get to use their own token because they're not shooting themselves. They're the shooters, not them. Is the short way of explaining it. So we use the 2 aim tokens, and we can go roll because we've already used our surge, and from that, do they get 1? It's been a couple of weeks. There we go. So they all miss. You know what, let's just delete those dice. Boom. So that's the end result. And then the droids have to try and avoid that. Now, I know full well that they've got white dice. Now, because the majority of the squad is not in cover, I'd have to roll 2, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 white dice because they have white dice for their evasion thing, which is here. And let's see how many actually die. So they have no surges to anything. So we have 1 survives, which will be a suppression, which is that, which will go onto the unit leader. That's done. Oh, yeah. Then 3 go away because they've been expended, and everybody except the unit leader falls over dead. And that's literally it. So fire support is really good to make sure that whatever target you're wanting to put down can be put down, or heavily suppressed, or stuff like that. It also can screw you over as well if you're not careful, because you're losing out on an activation. So, because we've done that, let's say, for discussion's sake, these droidicas, they'll go next, aim, and then shoot with at them with their, oh crap, what they're called, they're twin blasters, the dual twin blasters. So they shoot, and then they can we can use the surge token here because they activated upon any activation phase, so they get the surge token. And then because Rex is within range 1, they can borrow or can steal the dodge token. And then because they're within range 1 of these clone troopers, they can steal their dodge token as well, giving them a lot more survivability. So, as I said, this is purely for actual clone troopers. So, ARC troopers, and then that's it. So all the actual the generic clone commander, the Rex here, the phase 2s, phase 1s, ARC troopers, and that's basically about it, I think, off the top of my head. Because Obi-Wan Kenobi is a trooper unit, and if I quickly put out the rebel roster, the Saber tank here is a repulsor vehicle. There are ways you can get around stuff like this. So, the ATRT is a ground vehicle, and the Arc Speeder is a repulsor vehicle, so they won't be able to share tokens. But yeah, both ARC Troopers units, both Clone Trooper units here, the Phase 1 and Phase 2s, Padme and R2 don't get it because they're not clones, and Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi don't get it either. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. The next video is going to be all about Force users and what they can do. I'll be on all the varieties. So I'll have Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'll have Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Sidious, all of them on the table. And I'll throw down some random troopers, whether it could be droids, could be clones, could be stormtroopers, I don't know yet. And you can see what the basics of what each of them do. So as a quick precursor to get you interested, every Force user has some form of ability that suits them. So with Obi-Wan Kenobi, as he is a defensive Jedi, he's got the Sorcerer mastery, so that's all about defense, whereas I believe Anakin Skywalker has Demso mastery, so his works slightly differently. Darth Maul, his card's over here. Yes, I'll also have General Grievous actually as well on the table. Darth Maul, he has Juru mastery, so when you're wounded, you can perform an additional action during your activation. So yeah, I will get all the Force users and General Grievous on the table, and we'll have a really cool smackdown to show off all the abilities, all the abilities that they can do, and hopefully that will impact your games in a fun, positive way. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.